The new tube we're back with, I think it's part 7, if not part 8, I'm not sure, of the old Virago project. Yeah, it's the evening, it's after the school run and stuff, and yeah, wife's back from work, and everyone's doing ready, so I come out here to fettle my bike. I've had my car battery on charge, so I can jump start this with it. I've fitted a new fuel pump because at the end of the last video I said the fuel pump had shit itself. Well, off camera I then went and tested all the circuitry, all the relay and everything, and it was providing the 12 volts for 5 seconds on initial key turn and etc. It's doing its thing. Fit a new pump, lovely jubbly. I thought it was all going to run. Nope. Yeah, so then I was all disheartened and disappointed again, so there was no more video. So yesterday evening I came out and I looked around and I was like, well, what the fuck could be wrong with this thing? And I thought, well, that fuel filter don't look too clever. And to be fair, I don't know the condition of that seat, under the seat tank there. When I bought the bike, it had a red tank on, but it wasn't connected. And I was told it had a pinhole in it, so the blue tank came with it. So first thing I did was fit the blue tank. It wasn't until then, when I started doing that, that I realised, hold up, ooh, it's got another tank down here. Now, I don't know the condition of that tank. Has it pulled some shit up? Clogged said filter, which has shitted out the old pump. Possible. But before I did all this messing around with start clutch and stuff, she did run, she did idle, albeit on one cylinder, but yeah, so this is new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this fuel filter. If this fuel filter don't fix it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this old testing tune. My mate Richard off Facebook reminded me that I own this. This is like for testing old carburetors and stuff and what have you back in the day. It's like a diagnostic. Well, it is. It's an analog diagnostic multimeter. It does all sorts of balls. But he reckons if I rig that up, put the blue wire on the coil wire and then try crank it over, if I run it on the dwell setting, it should give me a reading telling me whether I'm getting spark from that front cylinder. So even if the bike then doesn't run, I will know whether the CDI unit fixed it. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Oh yeah, right. And if it don't run with a filter, then we're taking the tank off and we're taking the carbs out. And I'm going to set up a little area over here somewhere. And we're going to do strip the carbs. And hopefully we can find something clogged up. And yeah, that's my issue. They were supposed to have been rebuilt when I got the thing. But I don't know. You never know, dear. They looked clean in that when I opened up the diaphragm covers, and the diaphragms do look new. But you never know if you just chuck diaphragms in it, do you? But we shall see. Let's get this filter on. Well, pipes on the new filter were too small, so let's put that back on there for now. Now to look through some of my junk. I'm not sure where. Yeah, I've got plenty of junk, and I've got another shed full still nearly. I've got to try and find some fuel pipe and see if I can bypass it for now. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If I was a link of fuel pipe, where would I be? Now, straight away I did find this. Yeah, that's for a car. That ain't gonna work. I work on cars mostly. Bikes is a new thing to me recently. I'm struggling to find another piece of hose. This is going from bad to shit quite quickly. I wonder if I can get that other pipe to just go straight onto the other tank, straight off the filter, the pump, sorry. Because worst case scenario, I'll kill another pump. It was 20 quid. If it runs and works properly for now, then that'll do for now. Just testing purposes. Let's see if I can do that. Right, so I'm having no joy with that in a minute. No matter what I'm just getting fuel pissing out everywhere. I can't figure it out, it makes no sense. You'd figure it'd stop pissing after a while, but it just keeps coming and coming and coming. I haven't wired nothing the wrong way around. I put everything back exactly how it was, and I didn't disturb none of that in the first place to cause it to do that. So, anywho, right, charged battery, jump leaded to the bike. I've got my test tune set to dwell, connected to, I think, the right wire on the front coil. If it's not the right wire, we'll try it on the other wire. Let's see if we can see. What the bloody hell are the keys for the thing? Smells a bit petrol in here. I did try and clean it all up, so we may end up having a fire. Let's see. We'll keep our eye on this, don't we? Fuck off, today it's just run. No, that's got to have been a fluke. But that was giving me a signal on here. Did you see that? That's telling me that front cylinder was firing. Oh, that's got to have been a fluke. Let's try that again. Let's give it a little bit of... No, that's back to normal now. Yeah, exactly back to normal. Right, anyway, let's get back to the dwell meter. Right, now that I'm going to have to actually send to my mate Richard. I'm probably going to do another video of it just on its own, just to do that. Yeah, and see what he can tell me from that. Yeah, that tells me we're definitely getting some life from the front cylinder, or at least to the coil. God, immediately stinks of fuel. It's got me thinking though. The float's sticking maybe. Because I've had fuel pipes off, then it's drained some fuel out, then I went to start it, and as you heard, it just started up and was ticking over. Do I still need to investigate these carburetors? Or was it because I relieved a bit of the shit out of the fuel filter and... I don't know. But I'm going to have to order a new fuel filter, because for the 4 or 5 quid that it is, it's going to rule it out and give me a bit of peace of mind. I've sent that video that I just took then to my mate Richard. Hopefully he'll be able to tell me some good news on that front cylinder. And then we can get to figuring out what's going on here with this. Yeah, it's fueling, it's got to be fueling. Because it stinks now, it's like it's flooded. It's like it's flooding, that's definitely got to be a sticky float. But I'm not getting, am I getting fuel? Maybe fuel's dripping out the overflow things, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, bloody thing, this thing, it's never bloody easy, this point. Right, well, according to Richard, from that video I sent him, he says that's telling that's getting signal to that coil to fire that front cylinder. So that says that my CDR unit fix worked. I'm assuming. I just don't understand how we've got now a fueling issue after just letting it sit from waiting for a starter clutch. Now, I have toyed with the idea about timing issue or anything, but it's all on a Woodruff key and stuff down there, so you can't fuck it up. Well, you could if you didn't put the Woodruff key in, but you know what I mean, you can't fuck it up. Shed stinks of fuel right now. It's giving me a banging headache, so I'm not sure how much longer this video is going to go on. But it seems funny how we're taking the pipes off, lost some of the fuel out of the system, plumbed it back up again, bike started and then ran through, or however long it was. and then cut out. Yeah, I'm gonna go order another fuel filter anyway. But right now I'm chatting via Messenger with Richard, and he's giving me a few ideas to check, so I'm checking some stuff before I finally give up. Right, so I think we figured out between ourselves that we should try and run a separate fuel to the bike, either from the pump or gravity feed it down to the carbs, and then see what happens then. Because we don't know whether this bottom fuel tank's contaminated with anything. And I mean, it might have taken that long for that to come up and posed a problem. I haven't really ridden it because it's not run properly, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I trust his judgment if that's what he says. Herein lies a little problem. I don't have no fuel pipe small enough for that. Yeah. Leave it with me, see what I can figure out. Alright, I've searched around everywhere except in the other shed, which I can't be asked going in, it's even worse mess than this one. I can't find no bloody fuel loads to rig this up. But me and Richard, we've come to the conclusion that we should check to see whether the fuel lines, tank, whatever is contaminated by rigging up an external fuel source and seeing what the storage Georgie does. So I'm going to go and see if I can get another filter and some fuel loads on Amazon to get delivered tomorrow, or nip to the hardware shop first thing in the morning. I mean, I'm guaranteed to get it off Amazon, not guaranteed to get it from the hardware shop. He's usually quite good on stuff like that, but let's say it's not guaranteed. So yeah, another disappointment. But that's where we're at, I guess. So yeah, sort of progress. I don't know if you can call it that. Fuck knows. Is what it is. Yeah, if you can help with a problem, you know what I mean, drop us a message, leave a comment, however you like. Yeah, it would be greatly appreciated. But for now, these petrol fumes are giving me a headache. I'm going to pack up my stuff and I'm going to go inside and have a coffee. Probably sulk a little bit. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. If not, who gives a shit? And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.